Runs ahead and gets home before him and pretends to be asleep. But he hears her breathing heavily from running. So he decides to teach her who's boss. Let's read the passage. Muhammad ibn Qais said to the people, "Should I not narrate to you a hadith of the Holy Prophet on my authority and on the authority of my mother?" We thought that he meant the mother who had given him birth. He, Muhammad ibn Qais, then reported that it was Aisha who had narrated this. "Should I not narrate to you about myself and about the messenger of Allah, yada yada yada?" We said, "Yes." She said, "When it was my turn for Allah's messenger, yada yada yada, to spend the night with me, he turned his side, put on his mantle, and took off his shoes and placed them near his feet, and spread the corner of his shawl on his bed, and then lay down till he thought that I had gone to sleep. He took hold of his mantle slowly and put on the shoes slowly, and opened the door and went out and then closed it lightly. I covered my head, put on my veil and tightened my waist wrapper, and then went out following his steps till he reached Baki. He stood there, and he stood for a long time. He then lifted his hands 3 times and then returned, and I also returned. He hastened his steps, and I also hastened my steps. He ran, and I too ran. He came to the house, and I also came to the house. I, however, preceded him, and I entered the house. And as I lay down in the bed, he, the Holy Prophet, entered the house and said, "Why is it, O Aisha, that you are out of breath?" I said, "There is nothing." He said, "Tell me, or the subtle and the aware would inform me." I said, "Messenger of Allah, may my father and mother be ransom for you." And then I told him the whole story. He said, "Was it the darkness of your shadow that I saw in front of me?" I said, "Yes." He struck me on the chest, which caused me pain, and then said, "Did you think that Allah and His Apostle would deal unjustly with you?" He struck me on the chest, which caused me pain. He struck me on the chest, which caused me pain. That's right. Don't.
Assalamu alaikum and hello to my non-Muslim viewers. They would have tried to kill his father with hammers, put him into mental hospital by his mother. Has made a video saying that the Prophet Muhammad has hit Aisha in the chest and caused the pain. So I think David Wood's argument is that Islam allows wife beating because the Prophet Muhammad hit his wife Aisha in the chest, or struck her in the chest. So let's take a look at that hadith. Because you always got to fact check what Christians are saying because they're not always honest. But anyways, so the words in question. So that hadith is in Sahih Muslim, and the reference is the reference that David Wood gave, and the word, the phrase in question is, "He struck me on the chest, which caused me pain." So all you got to do is read the Arabic version of that hadith, and the Arabic word used in that hadith is lahad. So the translator of Sahih Muslim, I think the person who translated Sahih Muslim from Arabic to English is Mushad Khan. Or hang on, let me see who translated Sahih Muslim from Arabic to English. Let me see here. Okay, so the person who translated from the Arabic to English is Abdul Hamid Siddiqui, and Alam Ghulam Rasul Sadi, and I think that's it. Hang on, I'm trying to figure out who translated it to English, or who was the translator. 1 second, let me see. Who's the translator? Say Muslim. It was translated by Nasir Uddin Al Khattab in Canada. So I think that's the version he's using, or I don't know what version he's using. I think it's a translation by Khan or something. But anyways, whoever translated Sahih Muslim from Arabic to English didn't they didn't translate Arabic words into English properly. So the Arabic word in question is lahad. So the Arabic phrase is fi al sudri al lahadni. So what does the word lahadni or lahad mean? Because that's the word we need to focus on, whether it means strike or something else. So according to Edward William Lane, Arabic English Lexicon, page 2656, the Arabic word lahad or lahadni means to push away um, or repel. So the correct translation from the Arabic should be the Prophet Muhammad pushed Aisha or he repelled Aisha on the chest. So that's the correct word. Or the word lahadni could mean rub. He rubbed her chest, or he poked her, or something like that. It doesn't. The Arabic word lahad or lahadni does not mean strike, like hit. It means to push or to rub or to repel. So the correct translation is the Prophet Muhammad pushed Aisha in the chest. So that's the correct translation. So I don't know what translation David Wood is relying on. I think he's relying on the Khan translation of Sahih Muslim. That's what I'm guessing, or is relying on the internet. That's why you can't rely on internet translations. You have to read or English translations of the Hadith. You have to read the Arabic to understand what the full, because sometimes the translators, they didn't translate Arabic words into English properly. Um, so uh, you could there could be a word there that wasn't translated properly, so you're not getting an accurate translation of the hadith. You got to read it in Arabic, and the Arabic does not in the Arabic word lahadni does not mean strike. It means to push, repel, or to rub, or to poke. I don't think it means poke. I think it just means to push or repel or rub. Like one Arabic word can mean different things in English, but the Arabic word lahad or lahadni does not mean strike or to hit violently. That was a wrong translation. That was a wrongly translated word used in that hadith. So yeah, I think he's relying on the translation by Khan, uh, or he's relying on translation by Udine or something like that. If I'm Again, I don't know what translation he's relying on. Let me just look it up again. Sahih Muslim translation. I want to see who translated it. Well, I mean, to be honest, it's not really David Wood's fault because he doesn't know Arabic. But let's see here. Okay, so I'm thinking that the translation he used is Abdul Hamid Siddiqui. Uh, you know, so that's the hadith he used. Um, but again, Abdul Hamid Siddiqui did not translate the word lahad or lahadni correct. Uh, the the Arabic word lahad or lahadni means to push or to repel or to rub. It does not mean strike or hit. So the word wasn't translated correctly. So that's the whole issue with the hadith. If if Abdul Hamid Siddiqui translated it correctly, Siddiqui should have translated that word, or he should have done a little bit more research before he translated Sahih Muslim, because there's a lot of words. There are a lot of phrases and words translated from Arabic to English, which Siddiqui didn't translate well, and this is one of the hadith he didn't translate well. So that's all I want to say about this hadith or this topic. So the Prophet Muhammad never hit a woman. He never hit a woman. As even as Aisha said. Hang on, and Aisha said in one hadith that Aisha reported that Allah's Messenger, may Allah bless him, never hit anybody, never beat anybody with his hand, neither a woman or servant, but only in the case he was been fighting in the cause of Allah. This is found in Sahih Muslim, Hadith 4296. So the Prophet Muhammad never hit or beat a woman You know, so that means Muslim men can't beat their wives, or they can't hit their wives, because the Quran says follow the Prophet Muhammad, and the Prophet Muhammad never hit a woman, or never beat. He never beat a woman. He never like physically, attacked or beat a woman. So this refutes David Wood's whole polemic, or his whole nonsense. Stay tuned. A lot more videos are ahead in these last few days of Ramadan. Thanks so much.